The moon, our closest neighbor in the solar system, has given influences on us, physically and culturally. Starting from the new moon, waxing crescent, the first quarter, and full moon, the ocean tide is strongly affected by the gravity of the moon. And it affects on the life cycles of the animals on the earth. In ancient time, or even today, people use the lunar calendars. And in culture, particularly in the East Asia, it was believed that a rabbit lives on the moon. In science fictions, the first visit of the moon was the popular topic before the actual landing. The human space flight for the actual landing on the moon was achieved by Apollo 11 in 1969. The Apollo mission was continued until Apollo 17. By 6 Apollo missions during that time, 380 kilograms of lunar rocks and soil samples were brought back to the Earth and investigated. Many people thought that the moon was completely understood and by the human expedition at that time, and no humans visit the moon since the last flight in December 1972. Do we forget about the moon? The moon is not so important for us anymore? The answer is no. Recently, some major discoveries were made by unmanned orbital missions. One is the potential existence of water ice in the North Pole and South Pole regions, and that called cold trap. At the temperature over there is very cold, so volatile materials are considered left over, and we could those materials for future natural resources. The other is potential existence of underground caves and tunnels, which are suggested from recent orbital missions, including Japanese Kazuya orbiter. The caves and tunnels are considered formed by lava flow during the time of volcanic activities. Water is essential for human life, and from the water, we can get hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen is also essential for the support of human life, and hydrogen is used for rocket fuel. The underground caves and tunnels can be used as a natural shelter from the cosmic radiation and meteorite heat when humanity lives on the moon. Such natural underground caverns were never visited in previous missions, and therefore very, very interesting for future exploration. The existence of the water ice and lava tubes, lava tunnels is now highly likely from the scientific data from the orbital missions. However, no physical evidence is obtained yet. To get the evidence, we need to go to the surface or subsurface of the moon, but such areas like permanent shadow with extremely cold temperature and lava tunnels in deep underground are very difficult to access. That's why we need robotics technology to explore for those places. The Space Robotics Laboratory at Tohoku University is a leading place for the research and development of space exploration robotics. These video clips show our robot models for field research activities. We frequently visit outdoor fields and test our mobile robot technology. Actually, I myself like to visit such desolated places and make an exploration. This is an omnivision camera view for 360-degree panorama observation of environment. And with up-to-date AI machine learning technology, semantic understanding of the scenes are also getting possible. The computer can tell this is the sky, and this is the ground, and this is the mountains, and these are the rock obstacles that you should avoid. While the space exploration programs have been conducted by government agencies with national or international leadership. But today, the opportunity is open, getting open to the private sector. Google Lunar XPrize is a worldwide competition to encourage privately motivated lunar exploration initiatives. The competition rule says you should be a private entity, not a space agency, launching a spacecraft to the moon, landing on the surface of the moon, then traveling on the surface more than 500 meters, then transmitting high-quality images back to the Earth. Team Hakuto, meaning a white rabbit of the moon, is an official XPrize team from Japan, targeting the mission completion by the end of March 2018, next year. We are in the final phase of this big challenge. Started in 2011, our robot technology is making quick revolution. We have done a number of the field testing and design iteration. So we have done a number of the testing and design iterations. This is a mission demonstration in a sand dune area, a long-distance mobility demonstration over the sandy terrain using the radio communication link. Lunar surface is mostly covered with dusty and granular materials called lunar regolith. That's why we picked up a sand dune for realistic analog testing. And we foresee uphill, downhill, and some scattered obstacles. So we have conducted such a realistic analog testing in a realistic setup. And here, we are checking the mobility performance with rock obstacles. Google Lunar XPrize is giving us a good opportunity to change the game of space exploration. Through this challenge, we would like to prove that private entities can conduct robotic exploration programs in more cost-effective ways and in much higher frequency toward sustainable business and innovation. Humanity should go and expand the habitable zone for the Earth's surface to the outer space. Resource prospecting, mining, and its utilization is a promising direction for this goal. I believe that is our destiny. The moon is the first and best place to go. We need to go to the moon again for more scientific discoveries. But ultimate goal is a permanent human residency on the moon. Robotics missions will open such a new era as a precursor for human presence beyond the Earth. Our future is expanding. Thank you.